Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the...
Literalist reactions.
I hope you get a kick out of watching it.
Welcome, everyone, to another Literalist reaction video. I'm Dave. With me, as always, my good buddy, music lover John Doe. Hello, John.
How long was it running before you said welcome? Because I was just wandering around, looking around here and there.
It really wasn't. I didn't really mess with you.
All right, thank you.
What do we got today?
Your choices are...
Oh, trivia first. Go on.
World War II, the Korean War, the Franco-Prussian War, the American Civil War.
Failures of leadership to have one conversation so that a bunch of poor people died for their wealth.
Suppose,
With
Dave,
the exception of World War II, I'll give you that. Go on.
Okay. Suppose, Dave, let's just imagine Martha Stewart and Julia Child get together and reenact.
Can I eat whatever there? I just want to eat it.
And reenact the Battle of the Five Forks.
Oh, man.
What war would they be remembering?
Oh, I don't remember the Battle of the Five Forks. That's very specific.
It
I
is.
will say that I would be a part of their version of the Five Forks. I bet it'd be delicious.
It probably would be.
I know nearly nothing about the Prussian War.
Okay, Franco-Prussian.
I don't think that was World War II, but I could be wrong. I don't know. That seems like a Civil War thing. Or yeah.
Yes, Dave, it is the American Civil War.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. The Battle of the Five Forks was one of the last major battles of the Civil War, and the smart money on a reenactment puts Julia on top. I'm just saying.
I could see it. I could see it. I don't know, but if Martha Stewart had Snoop Dogg with her,
that would change everything.
that'd
First of all,
change everything.
everyone would be high.
Yeah.
Nobody would fight.
that would be the best outcome of any war, would be everyone getting high and no one fighting. That is the perfect end to any war. Not even necessarily the high part,
There you
the
go.
not fighting part. I don't know if you know this. I'm rather against
Yeah, the
war.
forks. Yeah, I think you are. I would have went with the Five Forks simply because I can't think of anywhere in the world you have like areas called the Forks other than America.
Yeah, that's ultimately why I went mostly Civil War. I like World War II. Of all of those, World War II I know the most about, which I think is pretty common actually. I know very little about some of the others, but yay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy I got a question right. I'm sad that we can have trivia questions about a bunch of people dying.
Dave.
So on that happy note, what do we got
I
today?
have another trivia question for you. What do Donna G, Mofo, Moefeaux, Nathan Hoffner, and Michael Gilbert have in common?
Well, I don't know who any of those people are, so I'm going to say what they have in common is that I don't know who any of those people are.
They are
Making me
among
technically correct.
They are the first four people who chose a song for you to listen to by Stevie Vaughan called Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, that's awesome. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yes, you did just the other day when we were talking, have a private conversation. You did mention we were listening to some jazz, and you said...
So many years ago, my friends and I used to go to this hookah bar up in Pennsylvania. And one night, it was like just around the corner from this jazz music school. And so I don't remember which night it was, a bunch of the students would come over and they would jam. I'm hit and miss on jazz. Some nights I'm really into it. Sometimes I don't really care for jazz. And I think it's more the specific type of jazz. But that one night, I will never forget. Like, they came in and they played, it had to be a 20-plus minute long version of Mary Had a Little Lamb, just all taking turns riffing. And so you had this familiar rhythm that was just beautifully riffed on by all these different musicians. And they were multiple, so they would like rotate out instruments because they're all just amazing musicians. And it was fantastic. It was like my favorite jazz I've ever heard was a 20-plus minute long version of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And to be clear, hookah getting you high. Like we were drinking. I wasn't sober, but I wasn't high.
The defendant may step down.
It was BYOB, and I believe I brought a box of red wine as my usual because it was cheap.
I love a nice box of red wine. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm
You don't need to
into it.
refrigerate it.
Nope.
It comes with a little spout. You don't even need a cup.
Anyway, I'm totally down with that. Yeah, I've enjoyed so far what Stevie Ray Vaughan you've played me immensely. So, all right, here we go.
All righty. And as usual,
Live.
we might be able to play the song, but we might have to hide the video from people. Side note, as has been pointed out by some of our, I've forgotten their name already.
Yes.
What are we calling our listeners? I keep forgetting. What
Oh, I just called them our fellow humans.
fellow humans. Our fellow humans have pointed out that Stevie Ray didn't know how to read music.
Wow.
He followed her to school. The teacher's rule. What a time to have that day high school. Tisky. Pass me, baby. I'll give you a yellow basket.
A biscuit and basket.
Let her to my baby. On my way high past it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Thank you. That was awesome.
Just a quick little burner,
Yeah.
you know, just Mary had a little lamb, tisket a tasket. You can sing about anything, but if you got a guitar strapped around your neck, bam.
Well, I mean, if I strapped a guitar around my neck, nobody would want to see that. First of all, I'm pretty sure that this is the same concert that we've seen another video from. Or at least he was dressed identically and looked the same.
This is El Macambe or whatever, however you pronounce that.
I'm not sure. I don't recall where the other live video was from, but I was pretty sure it was this concert. I mean, as always, he's incredible. The fact that he's just like that into the music, just has his head up and his eyes closed, and he's just walking up and down, hitting every note flawlessly. It's just mind-blowing how good he is.
Yeah.
Man, he is a joy to watch for sure. Sweaty, just so sweaty. I don't know.
I'm not sure if this concert was before he cleaned up his drug habit or after he cleaned up his drug habit, but I don't know if we've discussed that. But I'll say this, that he became a huge proponent of people cleaning up their lives after he got cleaned up. And
Good
he
for
was one of
him.
those guys you could call You know, if you're like, man, I'm thinking about using, and he would talk you down or whatever. From what I hear, he was a real champion for that after he got out of drugs.
Good for him. That's awesome. That makes me like him even more. I mean, as if he wasn't fun enough to begin with. I also really like the red beret that the bassist was wearing. I was a huge fan of the red beret. I think there are too few berets in life, in all of life.
Doesn't your friend Mark wear a beret every now and again?
No, he doesn't do a beret. He does a bucket hat.
Ah, bucket hat.
Yeah, he's got a Arizona iced tea pink floral bucket hat. And if you're walking around a board game convention, it is the easiest way to find him.
Oh, there you go. It's like when you put a yellow shirt on your kid.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the same thing. You put a safety jacket or a vizzy, as they call them across the pond.
Well,
But-
there you go. Not so much to look at lyrically, I guess, for that one, but is it a playlister?
I mean, come on. Obviously, something that is just that fun to listen to is gonna make the playlist. I would like to hear far more Stevie Ray Vaughan. That is, of the few I've heard so far, top notch. I mean, I can't say, it makes perfect sense why he would be the guitar player's guitar player. Someone who, if you're into the blues at all, how could you not want to emulate someone who is just at that level of near perfection?
Yeah, the most common word in any comment whenever we've done an SRV video is GOAT. Greatest of all time.
That makes a lot more sense. I saw GOAT and I was too afraid to ask what it meant.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
I thought they were insulting him and trying to commenting on his looks or something. I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, Dave.
Oh.
Greatest of all time, Dave. Greatest of all time. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, that means I'm the oat. I'm the okayest of all time.
You're the okayest of all time.
Why does it hurt when I pee?